welcome to my channel. Well, this has to do with locks and knives. Alright, so we're combining both of them. Alright, now if you watched any of the recent videos that I've done, this knife was sticking. And a knife, an automatic knife, is like a lock. You know, I mean, it's a locking system if you think about it. And what I did was, I shot some of this in there. I mean, it's the lazy guy's way of knife maintenance, but it worked. And if you combine that with what Pete was talking about, I used to do this also in when I worked in a fiberglass place. We had a big air hose, you know, with a spray thing on it. And after work, you would spray off, you know, fiberglass off your clothes and stuff. It's compressed air, you know, high velocity. Well, you can get these canned, you know, things also that do that. And I used to do that in my knives, you know, blow out the pivot area and stuff. Because if you go, I'm not afraid to disassemble this. But, you know, you start disassembling things with springs and stuff like that. Almost got goofy. You can run into a problem. Now you can see that this, you know, slid some out there. But if when I was doing Locksport and everything, there's a guy called Jason SE Lock and Key or something like that, but he every Saturday would have a little, you know, live chat and get together, and people in Locksport would get in there and locksmiths would talk, and he'd talk about different things. Well, he did a test of the different lubricants, because one of the things you run into with locks is, especially old locks, is they get gummed up, you know. And I used this stuff for the longest time because it's available in Walmart, but you can see it's a little can. But he tested a bunch of different things. I'll try to find the video and put it up here and link it in the description. But this thing penetrates, cleans, lubricates, protects. No Teflon, no silicone, no grease, no oil, no graphite, no gum up, anti-rust, no corrosion. That's a pretty tall order right there. See, the problem with putting a lot of lube and stuff on knives is if it leaves like a sticky film. This is just a bleed off from that. But if it leaves a sticky film, then lint is going to stick to it even easier. So instead of lubricating it, it's going to help, you know, gum up the works. So this worked right away, because this button doesn't stay down anymore like it was. And that's all I had to do. So I know this stuff is kind of expensive, and Amazon, it came pre-dented, you know, but it still works. I like the little thing the way it does with the cap. If you've ever had these things where it's taped on the side, or it always falls out and you always lose it. But if you put this right back and it's just a little short one, you don't need a huge, long sprayer. It's got a fairly pleasant smell. Not as good as KPL, but a pretty good smell. So there you go. There's something that's lock and knife related, because I was going to take this apart, but you know, if your centering's fine and the knife's working fine, anytime you got to take it apart, you risk the chance of losing parts. I'm just saying, I've done this before on knives and locks, and you lose things. So easy fix, lazy fix. There you go. And I did it in less than 10 minks. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.